Hello, world. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Come on.
World.
One of the champ. Somebody's in the champ.
Okay, we are waiting for Akin, Dimitris, but I'm not sure if you can still continue to wait. We said it's going to be 6 o'clock. You know, it's good to keep on time. You know, we've informed other people out there that this show is going to start at 6 o'clock. I think Brett is watching something. Oh, he's up.
Hey.
Okay, while we're waiting, let's wait for now 2-3 minutes. Okay, let me share something here.
Yeah.
While waiting 2-3 minutes, okay, please.
Testing. I think they want to stay expecting people to that.
Yeah. Send the link.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Hey. He's famous. Oh, what a mess.
Is the boy won you, Brett?
Hey.
Brett, did you win?
I think I lost this one. Can get the ball on the table. Terrible.
Okay, I'm going to stop now. Then we can start our session. All right. Is Brett happy to be start this session? Brett, are you happy?
I'm all ready.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm happy.
We're going to start now. So if there's any background noise, please let's make sure we reduce the volume.
You can hear me.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be your director. Yeah. Some logic.
First episode,
all right.
5, right?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. People out there watching us live. Tajuddin Alao is my name, and I am going to be the moderator for the show. And as you can see on my screen, the TJ Pink Show episode number 4. Yeah, this is number 4. We have done number 1 with Jonathan. Number 2 with who is that? I think number 2 with Stuart, and number 3 we did with Erith. So there you go. Number 4. We just want to make it, and make it more spicy this time around. So we need to invite a couple of players and a coach. As you can see, we're expecting about 5 to 6 people, but at the moment, I have Brett Holt, we have Okoyebi, and I hope others are going to join us shortly. Definitely, you are going to enjoy this show. Yes, you are going to enjoy, as you have been enjoying the previous one. However, we have somebody in the house as a coach, is an official, you know what I mean? And likewise, is also a volunteer, community volunteer. Yes, there you go. We extend our greeting to those who are going to be watching us live from across the world. People from Dover House, people from Stratford, people from Padel, people from Avin, and other places like that. I greet every one of you. Remember, my name is Tajuddin Alao. I'm popularly called TJ. There you go. I want Brett to introduce himself briefly, and likewise, I will ask Opeyemi to introduce himself as well. Over to you. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Ope Ogunleye. I represent Westfield Table Tennis Street TTC.
Thank you. Over to you, Brett.
Yeah. So I'm Brett Holt. I'm from the south of England, on the south coast in West Sussex, Sussex area, Brighton, Burgess Hill area. I'm a representative of our Sussex County. We've won the county championships numerous years now. I am also run a local club called Crawley Community Table Tennis Club. Yes, people, check us out. Look on our website. It's all good. I'm also run a secretary of a local league as well. So grassroots table tennis. That's set out of my local area in the next town over. I'm also a official. So I run a lot of tournaments nationwide, and I'm going into Europe starting next season as well. So European, international now. So I do a lot of umpiring, I do a lot of refereeing, I do a lot of tournament organising, just get people playing really. Then I'm also, on behalf of Table Tennis England, I'm sit on the awards panel for the Pride of TT Awards, which is really, really great fun. And our legendary guy here, TJ, who won the Club Volunteer of the Year Award. Or Volunteer of the Year Award, I think it was, just gone this season, which is a great achievement. Fantastic. What I enjoy most about table tennis, keeps me fit and healthy, organising and running tournaments, because when a tournament is in full swing, you know, the buzz watching all the people play is just amazing. And then plus also I get ringside VIP seats as well to watch all the top action. So that's also a bonus. And that's pretty much me. Oh, and then you also see me all over the place on social media. So follow me everywhere, people.
We will follow you to the bedroom, innit?
Yeah.
Brett, can you do something, please? Your volume, maybe a bit louder so that we can hear you properly. We can hear, but you know, if you can still turn it up a little bit, your volume.
Volume up a bit.
Yes, a little bit. Yes, please, if you don't mind.
Microphone. Let me have a look. Okay. Test 1, test 2, test 3.
Yeah, test 3 here, test 4, and test 5. Yeah, good.
Good levels.
Yeah, good level now. Yeah. Okay, can you hear me clearly more?
Yeah, I can hear clearly.
Okay, excellent. Okay. Yeah, as we are in today now, let me quickly share what we're going to be doing, because it's good to have what we call an agenda, as you can see on the screen. Yes, in order to enjoy our show, in order to enjoy our talks and so on and so forth. So I've got the first item is the introduction of the moderator. There you go. I am the one moderator, and introduces other participants. And as you introduce yourself, very good. And each participant introduction, their clubs and achievement on the table tennis participation or participant in action. Icebreaker by Brett Holt, and also main discussion, which is going to be led by Tajuddin. Now, please, we want Okwe to take us through a little bit what you have achieved in terms of our table tennis. Over to you.
Hello, I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. I will start from Westfield, because I pick up table tennis during the Olympic, London Olympic 2012, when they brought 2 tables to Westfield. So I joined them anywhere that come. So we do play together, but over the time we organize a lot of tournaments, and it happened that God has given me grace to to win some trophies. If I tell you what, whenever they organize a tournament in Westfield, in Stratford, I always come, maybe I always get like first or second. And every double we've contested, I've won like all the doubles. Come with the first winner. And the singles, I've won like 2 trophies from singles, or 3 if I remember. So I think, and again, I can say one of the achievements I've had is by making more friends. The friend I cannot really meet ordinarily. So throughout London, through every corner of London, I met friends that have been wonderful. Friends from Grove House, friends from King's Cross, friends from London Beach. Even some are still here with me. They are supporting me. That they have to be with me today. So these are the people I've met from different colors, from different backgrounds. I can't say much, but I will stop from there.
Okay, thank you so much, Ope. We don't mind if you want to show some of your, your fans and friends, because I can hear some voice, background voice. Let them show their voice, because this is table tennis is for everybody. You know what I mean? Yes. Yeah. Let them show. Want to see them? Brett want to see them.
Spin the camera around.
They want to see what they are doing because they actually happy to come over here. So whenever I'm doing the interview, so they can be there for me. So I come. Okay. They want to see them. I will. I will turn my camera.
Of course. It's a show. We want to see them.
Okay.
Yeah. Let them say hello to us. Where are you?
Is he showing them?
No, we didn't see them. We can all see 0.
I try to turn on the camera to the back camera.
Don't worry then. Don't worry.
Okay. Can you see them?
The camera around? There we go.
Oh, yeah. Hello, guys. Well done. Well done. Okay, can I speak to one of them, please? One of them should come in, please. Okay. Call one of them, please.
Yeah, one of them is coming here. Come on.
Yeah. Let's speak to him. Yes, come on.
Omar. I mean,
Omar,
this is
Omar.
No, I'm Mido.
This is Mido.
Okay, Mido, can I ask a question, please? Why do you play table tennis? Why do you play table tennis?
Because I love it.
Play table tennis?
Because I love it. Really?
Any other reason? Any other reason? Any other reason you play table tennis? Any other reason, please?
Any other reason? Any other reason?
Any other reason? Yeah. I'm just enjoying to play table tennis, to be honest. It's a great sport.
Let's ask somebody else, please. Somebody else, yes. Who is that?
Mr. John.
Come to camera, guys. Yeah.
I play table tennis to destroy this man. You know, this one now. I want to destroy him.
Don't destroy anybody, please.
For fun, like you say. It's all good fun here.
Thank you. Anyways.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Brett, over to you. Can you do some ice breakers, please? We can do it within these 3 groups. It doesn't really matter, please. Go for it. Brett Holt, over to you.
Come on.
Yeah. Question for yourself then, TJ. So would you say, are you a spin-based player or do you like the big power?
To me or to Ope?
To you first.
Please, a bit louder for the question.
So do you feel, TJ, when you're playing table tennis, do you like to spin more, so a spin master, or are you more power-based?
I am power-based.
Yeah? Just wham, bam, thank you, man.
Yeah, I use a lot of power. Yeah. When I play, especially on my forehand, I'm still letting a bit on my backhand. But at least on the forehand, I use more power. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Question for you, OP. What do you feel is your most effective or strongest stroke?
Sorry, come again, please.
What do you feel is your most effective shot? Most strongest effective shot?
Sorry, I'm losing the... Sorry, because of there's a lot of noise there.
Please, let him,
Yeah. One more, please. Repeat. Can you say it again, please?
Yeah. So, what do you feel is your most favorite or effective shot in table tennis?
Can you give me an idea? Because the shot.
Yeah.
I think it's a blocking shot.
Blocking. Yeah.
Shot. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Good. You got to be able to block, man. Yeah. Very good. All right. Question for you then, TJ.
Yes, boss.
Do you prefer games of up to 11 or 21? Or would you prefer a different scoring system?
I prefer up to 11 because up to 11, is a standard and more professional this time around. So previously, we used to play up to 21, you know what I mean? So I guess it's somehow boring for me these days. So I prefer up to 11 and best of 5. You understand? But if there are not many people on the table, you know what I mean? So I like up to 11 and best of 5. Otherwise, if there are a lot of people, players waiting to play, so why not best of 3 so that everyone can enjoy? Because it's a table tennis everyone needs to enjoy. It's a table tennis that no one discriminates. You get my point? So the children, the female, everyone needs to enjoy it. So I prefer up to 11, basically, and best of 5.
What about a different scoring system? So like they use at the World Championships of Ping Pong.
Sorry, come again?
What about a different scoring system like they use at the World Championships of Ping Pong?
Yeah, for the scoring system, I like the Champions one. The championship
with like up to 15, and then you get a double point if you want to use the bonus ball.
No, I prefer the best of 2 after 11. Best of 2.
So best out of 2, up to 11.
Yes, please.
And then what about using the power ball? So if you use your bonus ball and you win off the serve of that point, you get 2 points instead of 1.
Yeah. It's 2 points, isn't it? The first
the
player to get the 2 points. So
okay. Question for you then, OP. If you could start out again, would you rather be an attacker or a defender, or would you be like a hybrid in between?
Sorry, come again, please.
So if you could start from the very beginning again, would you be an attacker or a defender or a hybrid in between?
I would prefer to be an attacker because I started as a defender, so I want to go on attack mode.
Yeah. So you'd rather be all out like TJ, power, bang.
That's the best.
That's the best. Yeah, I agree with you, okay. I agree with you. But most of the time when I play, even you said to me, even the last friendly match we play, okay, you said to me, you need to attack. Don't just be like a defender. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. Question for you then, TJ.
Okay.
Hello.
Who is your favorite team?
Hello. Akin, please hold on, Akin.
The signal.
The signal is not good.
Akin is okay. Please just give us 1 or 2 minutes.
The signal is
asking a couple of questions now, please. We can see you, we can hear you, but please hold on. Over to you.
Anyway, hello everyone. we can hardly hear what you're saying.
We can hear you, Akin. Hello, Akin. Yeah, Brett, continue, please.
Okay. So who is your favorite team for any sport?
We can hear you, okay.
I can't hear what
so the question for me or for sorry.
Who's my favorite what?
Team of any sport.
My favorite team of any sport.
Yeah.
Okay. I never even thought about that before. Favorite team of any sport. I don't really have a favorite, really. To be honest.
I don't really have a favorite, but
no?
I've been into various sports, which includes table tennis
Brett.
and athletics. So I just, you know, I like everyone. As they say, I'm a neutral person. I don't have any favorites.
Brett, is the question for Akin?
We can hardly hear what you're saying.
Akin, we can hear
taken
you.
a while
We can hear you
to
properly.
get
Don't
through
worry, we can hear
because
you.
I've had to use someone else to get through to me.
Akin? Akin?
She's trying to hear what they're saying. I don't know whether we should move.
We can hear you. Don't worry. Akin, we can hear you. It's fine. We can hear you.
74.
We can hear you, Akin.
4 bars.
But still, the signal, the playback is not.
Brett, please, let's continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been trying to get through to you. I've been trying to get through to you. It's a long time.
I will message him, don't worry.
It's 45. But yeah, I've had so much problems. I had to come. Yes.
Okay. That's all.
Say that again.
Quick fire questions.
Brett, please continue. Over to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on with your questions.
Yeah. It's a question for you then, TJ.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you feel is your strongest, your forehand or your backhand side?
I would say my forehand.
Yeah.
My forehand. I'm just developing, certain strategies and skill for my backhand. Or my strongest is forehand, definitely. Yes.
Okay. Question for you, OP. Yeah. What do you think is harder to play against, long pimples or that anti-spin?
Pimples.
Yeah.
I find it good to play with pimples. Pimples player.
What about the anti-spin players who just boom?
Anti-spin, I can still manage it, but pimples a bit difficult for me.
It's difficult for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, Babz, please unmute yourself. Good day to you, sir. Mr. Babz.
Hiya, people. I hope I'm not too late.
Hi, Dean.
I'll be better after the show. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, we are all right. At the moment, we are doing icebreaker, and then Brett is asking a couple of questions. Just simple question. Either yes or no, or a small or briefer explanation, and so on. So this is where we are at the moment. I welcome you again, and thank you so much for joining us. So, Brett, over to you. Thank you.
Okay. Question for everyone, or okay. Mr. Babz.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite table tennis player or someone that's been an inspiration to you in the sport?
Well, everyone has an idol, don't they? Or a role model. Mine was from a very young age, and the likes of Aton Damusa going back so many years ago. He's one of when I was growing up, he was the #1 man in Nigeria, and anywhere can we have other people mute their microphones when they're not talking? Because we seem to have a bit of background noise. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry to be bossy anyway, but Aton Damusa was the in thing for me back then when I was growing up, and these days, well, I left the scene so many years ago, and I'm just coming back to it because things happen in life You win some and you lose some. Unfortunately, when you start having a family, some things have to suffer, and that was it. So I left the table tennis thing for, I don't know, about 25 or 30 odd years, and I just came back to it in the last 5-6 years in between work. So, well, my role model at that time was Atonda. And these days, you've got the new guys coming, and I don't even know who my favorite is. But one thing I do like is I do like to see styles and skills in action. These were some of the things we missed out back in the days when I was growing up.
That's pretty inspirational there. Question for you, TJ. If you were looking at someone who never picked up a bat before, what insight or tip would you give them?
First of all, I need to motivate the person, say to him or her that table tennis is for everybody. So it doesn't have to, be scared of, oh, how can I take bat? How can I bounce the ball? And so on and so forth. So I will plant it in the heart that table tennis is for you. I can even start an example. Last 2 weeks, I met a woman who has never been, even moved closer to people who play table tennis. I invited her and she came in. She said to me, oh, how can I hold the bat up? Blah, blah, blah. I said, calm down. I don't know your age, but you are not 100 years. At this point, even if you're more than 100 years, you are going to play table tennis. So I have to show her how to hold the bat. I explained 2 ways of holding the bat, pen holder and handshake. So she said she preferred the handshake one, which is, most of us are using. You know what I mean? So I have a 2 bar, so I gave her one. So I demonstrated to her, and believe me or not, even she bounced about 20 for the first time, bouncing ball. For the first time. And she promised to be attending my session every week now. So it's for everybody. That is what I can do for those who are not been playing table tennis. You get my point? So thank you.
That's great. And then my last question goes to the one and only OP, because he's playing at the moment. What table tennis equipment are you using right now?
I've got a Vizcara with Synergy 19 and a combination with what's it called? Dimitris 09C. Hello, did you hear me?
Quite flashy then, really.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I said quite a top-end professional bat there. Using the Dignix and the Viscaria blade.
Blade with Synergy 19.
Yeah.
Synergy 19.
That's top-end, #1 stuff.
Yeah.
You don't get any better.
Yeah, the truth are you talking to me?
Yeah.
When I started playing at table tennis, when I picked up the table tennis in England, I started with the bat from Sport Direct. And over the time when I discovered I need to improve my game, and I started doing made my own bat, custom made. So I started with Synergy. My game come up in an unexpected manner, especially when I started using Dignix. It gives me a lot of control spin, and I started beating a lot of the players I cannot beat before. That's why I can win some trophies. At least in my house now, I have like 6 trophies. So getting the good batch.
Yeah. Very nice indeed. Yeah, I just picked up very similar to Dignix, and that's the new Stiga DNA Pro one. Look. Wow, look at that. Shiny.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brett. Let me pick it up from there. Everyone, can we have our bat and ball, please? We need to bounce for at least 1 or 2 minutes. Please. Please. Let's pick our ball. Bat and ball, please. Yeah. This is our sport, the sport we enjoy. The sport that doesn't discriminate. It's for the children. It's for the female. It's for the male. It's for the rich. It's for the poor. It's for the black. It's for the white. It's for everyone. So, let's go for it. Please. Well done, Mr. Babz. Even standing and bouncing. Let's see the one is going to get the ball out of hand. Start bouncing, please. Let me allow this guy to join in. Yes. It's bouncing time. Akin, take your bat and your ball, please. Let's go for it. 1 or 2 minutes. Our discussion is going to start shortly. What we have done so far is just like icebreaker, introduction, and so on and so forth. You haven't missed that much at all. Okay. Akin, where's your bat and where's your ball?
Yeah, he's one though.
Akin. Okay, backhand, everybody. Backhand. Change to backhand. Backhand.
This is the.
I can see you are changing it. You are dropping the ball. Backhand. Well done. Full hand. Full hand. Yes. 2 backhand, 2 forehand. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Brett, your ball is over. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 1. Let's go. 1, 1, 1. Forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand. Backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand. Well done, Mr. Babz. You're even dancing. You know what I mean? Okay. That's it. That's it. Thank you so much, everybody. I think the discussion is going to fully started now. Let me quickly appreciate Mr. Brett for icebreaker. Thank you. We're enjoying all the questions. Okwe, thank you so much for answering the question. Mr. Babz, thank you as well. Akin is struggling with internet, I guess. Okay, we're still going to continue anyways. And I can see Dimitris is trying to join as well. Maybe he's having a network problem as well. Okay, may I start from Okwe? My first question or discussion is about, number 1, why do you play table tennis, please?
Yeah, why I play table tennis. Sorry, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. I think I have many reasons I play table tennis, but the most important, aspect of me playing table tennis is I use it as a sport and mental coordination. As a sport and mental coordination, and as I said before, aside from making more friends, it's like a therapist for me. That if I'm down, I go out, I play, I'm okay. I come back home, I sleep very, very well.
Thank you, thank you, Mr. Babz. Why do you play table tennis? Not long, just very short answer, please.
Yeah, well, very simple. In as much as I like sports, I don't like contact sports. Table tennis is one of the games that you stand alone. The skills, everything has to be within. You don't need to touch anybody. All decisions you make and you stand by whatever decisions you make, whether good or bad. If it's good, you see the results. If it's bad, you already know the results. And it's also a means of, keeping fit. And, I just go along with it.
Okay. Thank you so much. My second topic is, in our community, how do you think table tennis can grow? Let me start from Mr. Babz. How do you think table tennis can grow within our community? You know, we are from different table tennis clubs. You are from Dover's, if I'm right. Okwe is from Stratford, and other people are from different places. Okay, how do you think table tennis can grow?
Well, everything grows by word of mouth these days. There's word of mouth and accessibility. If it is somewhere that people will see, then yes, it will grow. When you start it up, you might not necessarily get the result, but the more you have your own people from your own clan or neighborhood joining up, and others see, then they'll be interested. You don't just put it down and say, well, the table's there, well, people should start playing. No, it starts with you. You, someone in your household, someone on your phone contact, your friends, your workmates, your schoolmates, it all starts from there. Now, when you have it, like I said, from the onset, it could be one person, you and one person, but then you get other friends involved. The moment people start seeing people congregating, they want to know what's happening. They see you playing, having fun, laughing, joking, cracking jokes, and even those seated waiting for a turn are discussing other things that will interest anybody, either sports, politics, food, drinks, everything. You'll find people coming up. Okay. I think that's the way to develop and bring more people on board.
Okay, can you cite or use your club as a Dove House as as a scenario? How do you think Dove House is increasing in numbers, increasing in better players and other stuff like that? Thank you.
Okay, I show a few things with whatever I do. I used to play in Orpington before. A friend, a brother, and a colleague at work was the one who told me, why go to Orpington when you have one right outside your door? So he picked me up. I went there. I played there. I put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram. Quite a few of my friends saw it. And if you had known me a few years back, I was very, very massive. And I said to them, listen, this thing's right out. You call me, I'm at table tennis. They see the post on there. And suddenly they realize that, come on now, this guy who used to be heavy is now slimmer than most of us here. So the interest, majority of my friends who have come and played table tennis in Dove House have actually seen my post. Either on Facebook, either on Instagram, or they call me and I'm at table tennis. Most of them have come on days where we've had people playing friendlies, we've played internally amidst ourselves. So they come, they look, and one thing I can assure you is there's no one who comes to Dove House to play just for once. You will always come back.
You come back.
you will always come back.
Can you tell us the secret, please? However, have you organized any tournament at all before in Dove House?
Well, personally, I haven't. But we've got people from different clubs, people from different communities coming. Now, there's series of competitions or tournaments that actually happen there. We've got the hard bat, we've got the internal, we've got friendlies. Now, the last one I remembered we played, I think, was the hard bat. We were trying to put something together this last month, but obviously, people have got family and other commitments. People are away on holidays and all that. And the weather is too hot now for people to actually sit down and say they want to have. And one thing why. Because we're the only ones who open on a Saturday in the Welling Woolwich area. So a lot of people come around, congregate around us, and we make fun. There's never a dull moment at Dove House. There's never a moment.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's come back to Okpe Ogunleye. Please, what club are you playing for at the moment? On mute.
Sorry. The last club I played for the Clisod, and Division. I played in Division 3 because they didn't have a Division 2. So I think we really did well with my. I mean, with my team really did well.
Okay, what was the average?
Honestly, I can't remember at the moment.
Okay.
but okay. I think we'll be maybe either we are second or third to. If we are not, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now let's come back to Stratford table tennis community. How long have you been playing in Stratford, and how managed that the population is increasing? Let me say on a daily basis. So, what is the secret? And have you maybe organized any tournament at all?
In Westfield, the rate or at the pace the player join is at alarming, because the place is a public area and it's a bit covered. It's not inside, it's not indoor. It's like a street, but it's covered, and it reduces the wind. And anybody that passes through the area, they love how the people play. And we've had a lot of good players coming there, even from Sweden, from overs. They come and play and they enjoy it. So, and I call them underdogs. The new players have started joining again. So they pick the table tennis. They were not into table tennis before, but now they've started joining the table tennis activities, and they play there every day. So we try to encourage them to play with each other. Some started with a bar from like street. The bar they bought cheap, but from there they graduated from professional bat, and their game improved. Some of them have they've joined clubs like a Muppet and a Greenhouse, and they have a lot of skills. And what's it called? Westfield have managed to organize at least minimum of like 5 tournaments so far.
Wow.
Apart from friendly tournaments. And the management of the Westfield, they always encourage us. They encourage all the players, so they don't disturb us. So we have to appreciate them as well. I think I will start from that.
Okay, thank you so much. As a player at Stratford, you have participated in so many tournaments, isn't it?
Yes.
So how many times have you come first or second?
I think every tournament I think I've come first in tournament in Westfield like 3 times. Let's see. First one, I think 2 times.
Okay, 2 times.
No, I'm not sure, either 2 or 3 times, but I've come like, I've not been second. It's either first or I don't win the trophy. But in doubles, I've come first every time.
Okay, so you normally play doubles as well?
Yes.
In a tournament?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Now, my question to Brett now is, for those players, Brett, are you with me? Yeah, some players, play locally, competition. So how do you think they can improve their skill in terms of playing out or playing a city tournament? What is your experience or what's your advice for them?
How do you mean exactly? What you mean? You mean encouraging these city
in terms
players?
Of encouraging, yes, please. Because you, as a coach, as an official, as a community volunteer, so I think some players need to move forward, step forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how do you think they can go about it? What kind of motivation can you give us?
The best motivation is to just enter into a local 1-star tournament or even a 2-star, and just go out there and experience it. But I think first thing to do for any like local inner city London player is enter into a Grand Prix, what we call a Grand Prix. So they're a national tournament wide. But that's the best experience, because once you've experienced being inside of a national level tournament, you know, you've got the bug then, and you know what what it's like. The enjoyment that you get from it, you know, just from that experience is tremendous. And then you will then be encouraged to enter in more like other tournaments, like TJ played in my tournament the other weekend. Very, very, very strong players in it, but you know, TJ did actually play in it. You know, and he quite enjoyed himself. He was having a whale of a time there. You know, getting the experience and just meeting these top world players. And I think that's the best advice I can give anyone, is to just jump in at the deep end, enter into a Grand Prix, and then that's it. You've got the bug then, and you'll be away up and down the country, all over Europe. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I use this opportunity to welcome Jima Yusuf. Yes, you made it. Thank you so much. We're just in the middle of the main discussion. Anyways, some people doesn't know you. Please, can you introduce yourself and the club you play for before we proceed? Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jima Yusuf. In terms of the club, well, I would say I play in Dove House. Dove House, it's more like a gathering. I wouldn't know whether I should call it a club, but I've been with Dove House for a while now. Aside playing in Dove House, I also play elsewhere. I think there's a center at Erith, which is one of the church hall. I think I'm sure TJ knows where I'm talking about. So I play there as well. I think in terms of my loyalty and where I've been most, I would say Dove House, and the table tennis actually is taking me to places. Aside playing Dove House and Erith, table tennis has been taking me places which I can categorically say that it's been fun. Just last night, I was in Romford for a tournament, and it was exciting. It was exciting. So he was even a member of the Dove House Table Tennis, who appears to be also a member of this other table tennis club in Erie that invited me. So it was kind of fun. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Yusuf Jiman. The next topic of discussion is about, if you look at Dove House as a scenario, we have so many, men playing table tennis. Okay, how do we encourage a female to join our table tennis? Because your mind is fresh now, Jima Yusuf. I would like to start from your hand. Over to you. How do we encourage or motivate our female to join our table tennis? Thank you.
Well, I think the way we can, we have to encourage first, and some of the things I think we can do is just to ensure that we get the message out to them, because I think that's the most difficult part of this whole exercise. How do you convince people? How do you actually create that awareness in the community? Because let's even look at the local community first. I mean, within Welling, where this place is located, we have to look at even the objective itself. Maybe we can actually talk to probably the organizer of the event itself, which is actually the church itself, because we have to, we have to be very thankful to the church for allowing us to use their facility to play table tennis. I think we can actually start from there in terms of, and when I started, I remember very well that when I started, there was actually a session every Saturday, I think between 4 and 5 p.m. for some ladies. They were actually part of the church members, so they come in to practice. It appears that has stopped. Things like that we should encourage, because once we can get 1 or 2, then they can start. Once they start enjoying the game, I think it is, well, you can say from there, maybe there is a possibility of them telling more people. I think that's on the part of the church. We also have a responsibility. I think I see it as more as the responsibility for all of us to, even at home, we can encourage that. Some of us that have daughters, even our wives, it's a very good question. And when you look at all of us playing in Dove House, a lot of us, majority men, do we actually bring our wives in? Maybe not. I don't think I've seen any of us that's done that. And that's an area that we can explore as well. That's an area we can explore. So what I would say, just to summarize, is everybody has a role to play here. I think it comes down to identify those set of things that you would like to do to create awareness and invite people to play the game more. In fact, telling them the benefit of playing table tennis, there's a whole lot of benefits. You talk about the social angle as well. So many benefits. I think we can do all that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Can I come back to Ope Ogunleye? Looking at your club, let's say Stratford, okay, for example, how many female are there playing, maybe training with you there? You are muted, please.
Sorry, coming to Stratford, I think I've seen many women playing table tennis. They find it so interesting. And from there, I think some came and they started, even from no experience, they picked up the table tennis and they grow up and they are playing very good now. And some come with their boyfriends. So they join their boyfriend to play as well, and they find it so interesting. And aside from interesting, it's an exercise, body exercise to them. So they really enjoy it whenever they come to play. I think that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much. My next question is, it goes to Mr. Babz. Mr. Babz, if you don't mind. Mr. Babz? Mr. Babz
is muted. You're muted. Babz, you're muted.
Mr. Babz?
I think he's muted. Yeah.
And I think maybe he's still driving or something. Okay, let me go to Brett then, please. Mr. Brett, as a coach, do you think we have more children in table tennis? Do you think we have more children in table tennis as expected?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the inflow is not as big as what it has been in previous years. But you know, now we're coming out of lockdown, you know, and the restrictions are being more lifted. There is more and more children coming through now. For example, in a couple of weeks, we're running the London Academy Junior 2-star tournament up in London, at London Academy Edgware. And at the moment, I've got 144 juniors entered in that.
Wow.
It is one of the largest junior tournaments in the UK. Is really encouraging to see, you know, all these youngsters getting out there and just competing and entering these tournaments. You know, is the way forward, because the young people, they love to see their stats on where they're ranked, and oh, I beat him, and oh, he's ranked number 10, and you know, they love it. They really enjoy it. So the more they can get into a competition, and the sooner that they do that, and the sooner they start, you know, seeing their name on that national ranking list, that's it. You've got them for life then in table tennis, and then they'll stay with the sport throughout their entire lives, which is the best thing. But that's the key thing that I found, you know, encouraging those youngsters to come out from playing, you know, at their club or in their school and entering their very first official table tennis tournament.
I have a question for
Brett. Thank you so much. Now, my next question goes to Jima Yusuf. What is the future of table tennis in your community, please?
Well,
you are muted.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I would say in terms of what I've observed, I mean, since I've been playing table tennis, if I look at Dove House when I joined Dove House, and and where Dove House is now, right now, in terms of popularity and in terms of the number of people that have joined, I would say it's kind of commendable. And the same actually goes with the Erith Table Tennis Club, which is actually a standard club. I think both sides, from what I've seen, they have actually grown over time. What in terms of the future, I think what I would say is, in terms of the awareness that when you compare how much awareness, how much incentive, how much sponsorship that you have with other sports like football, because I would say there is much more encouragement and awareness around kids playing football than playing table tennis, so which is more of a thing for authority. So how do we encourage the kids? Maybe even at school levels, I've seen a lot of schools, they have tables, but most of these tables are actually being, they hire them out, but I don't know how much these kids themselves play table tennis. So I think it's quite a lot of work to be done in terms of encouraging. But I would say the future in terms of progression, it's difficult to say how to imagine the growth of table tennis, but it is something that most people are aware of. But one very good thing about table tennis, people that are involved in table tennis, they are very, very involved. Yeah, they are very, very involved. So you don't see them actually stop playing or bringing in more people. So it is very likely that it will grow. It would grow, but I wouldn't know at what rate the growth is. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, what can you say about this point, please?
Yeah.
What's your point of view that the future of table tennis, do you think is positive or negative or both sides? Based on the situation of Stratford, you look at the number of the Stratford yesterday compared with today. So what do you think is going to happen in the future?
I think the progress of table tennis in my area, I think is very encouraging, because every day you can see an increase. People are really interested to join every day, to be among the
still there? Are they still there?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they're observing YouTube.
Hello. Tajuddin.
We can hear you, Mr. Akin. Somebody is speaking now. Yeah. Don't worry. We're coming back to you, please. Over to you. Sorry,
okay. So the future of table tennis, I think, is very encouraging, and it's a progressive thing. And some people have found it. They find out that it's one of the safest sports you can do without injuring yourself. So I think it's very, very commending.
Okay. Thank you so much. Akin. Akin.
Yeah.
Akin, can you hear me?
I said, are you talking about table tennis as one of the safest sports?
We are just talking about the future of table tennis. That's what we're talking about. But you haven't, contributed because of your, network and stuff like that. But can you say something? What do you think the future of table tennis is within Padel area? Because you are the administrator, isn't it? You are running the table tennis at a Padel, isn't it? So what do you think the future of table tennis is looking like?
The future of table tennis in general.
Do you think it's going to be increasing or it's going to be decreasing based on your experience?
You're talking about table tennis in general, yeah, whether it's going to be increasing,
especially in your community.
Well, there has been a lot of effort made to increase table tennis activities around the country by introducing table tennis tables in various parts of the country outdoors. So I believe the more people
go to all these various locations around and participate in table tennis, it will draw other people walking past. It will draw their attention, and they might, you know, decide to, you know, stop and have a go. And that's we've had that happening from time to time in Westfields, Stratford table, whereby, you know, not just male, but a few ladies have stopped by, and they've been quite good. You know, they were quite good, and they were saying, "Oh, they haven't played for so many years," and oh, you know, and yeah, they were quite excited, and they really enjoyed it. And so they say, okay, they're going to go back and think about resuming table tennis training. So okay, yes,
okay. Thank you, Akin. I've got one more last question, and I want each club to at least say something about it. All right, Akin, let me start from your side. Can you hear me?
Say that again.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, carry on.
Okay, so from your hand. Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, from your side, for the numbers of people who play table tennis, how many of them now?
How many people
that play table tennis at Padel?
How many of them? Well, there's about 30 something on my
platform.
On my group.
Okay.
And
you know how many female?
There's a mixture of even though we're all part of the bigger group from the Westfield.
Okay. Okay.
But on my group, you know, there's about 30 something players. And from time to time, according to availability of each individual, we arrange training here.
Okay.
Because
so
we
what
have
are the problems you are facing in your club at the moment? In terms of table tennis, we are not talking of...
Well, the only problems that I might say is the issue of availability, because most people have to, you know, balance in between, you know, their spare time that they have off work, and sometimes they have to do what they call opportunity costs, which means they have to decide on whether they're going to use that spare time to play a bit of table tennis or go and do something else.
Okay, thank you. Jima Yusuf, I know you are playing for Babz and also playing for Erith, isn't it? But let's talk about Babz, okay? What likely problem you are facing as a community players, please, generally?
Well, obviously, availability part of it in terms of the number of players that we have. I just had a quick look at our WhatsApp.
Well, I've always said we should make, when you're talking about problems within the table tennis community.
Okay, can I go on?
Yes, please.
Okay. So yeah, obviously availability is one of so in terms of having players around when needed, and this is just to play friendly sometimes. I think space as well. I talked about Babz. Babz, it's actually a church facility, and it's a church over 2 floors, so we only use one of their floors, and so far we only have 4 tables. And despite the fact that we've talked about increasing the number of tables, but unfortunately the space that we have there, it's not enough to actually increase the number of tables, because I mean, sometimes you can have 4 tables and about 30 players around, so it's making it very, very difficult to actually get good amount of time to play games. Sometimes we then have to start I mean, shifting players around, allocating specific time to play. So, I mean, most of the players would rather want to play and get tired, play as long as they feel they could. But unfortunately, sometimes it's very, very difficult to achieve that. And I actually don't think that that's a problem with Dovers alone. Even Erith, Erith is much a bigger place. Even sometimes they do have that problem as well. We have a lot of people that turn up. And I noticed that I think I think it depends on actually the period of the year sometimes, because I think during some part of the year you tend to have people around. Some holiday period, for example, like this period now, most people have actually been on holiday. Seems to be enough game time when you actually go to table tennis centers. Yeah. So, but I think the major one for us, the Dove House, is space. Yeah. Yeah. We would have loved to have more tables. Yeah. Given the number of players that we have, but unfortunately, we don't have that space.
Thank you. Thank you. Ope, as Stratford is concerned, okay, what are the likely, problem you're facing over there as a table tennis community?
Okay, before I say that, I just want to mention two things. I remember you asked me a question, how many trophies I've won. As a single, I've won 3 trophies. As doubles, I've won 3 trophies. Okay. And again, I have to acknowledge the Dove House for the opportunity they give to every players. Because it happens that I go to Dove House, it's a church, and the church has been very good to everyone. They allow to use the 2nd floor for table tennis, and I can see the turning up of people and the communal, spirit within the people. So I have to acknowledge that. And again, come to Stratford, the challenge we have, when the Westfield started, there were 2 tables, and there were a lot of people there, but when the COVID started again, they took away the table, and after the COVID, they bring the 1 table back, and by then, the population have grown up, and we don't have what's it called? There's no space for table tennis, and they want people to distance. But there were a lot of people joining every day. At least from Westfield, we have no less than 60 players.
Wow!
That in the group. And anytime you go there, if you lose, you have to wait hours before you get to your turn, because it's only 1 table. Unlike before, when you have 2 tables, the new player or I'll call them amateurs. We always give them 1 table to grow up. So when they grow up, they join the high table. But now, either you're professional or the amateurs, you have to maintain 1 table. And it's a big challenge for.
Okay, thank you so much. We are just coming to an end of this discussion. Mr. Brett Holt, I think some of participants here, they missed the initial introduction. Let me just introduce him again. Brett Holt is one of the top coach in England. Is an official. He organizes a lot of competition. Most time I attended is a competition. Amazing. And perhaps he's a very close friend of mine. I just met him, but it seems as if we have been together ages, to be honest with you. If you really want to have a friend, have somebody like a Brett. Imagine when I got to the last tournament, which held at Burgess Hill. I got there, it was on mic, and guess what he said? He said, "Oh, TJ's in the house. Put your hands together for him. Please subscribe to his channel." You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is a good man, to be honest with you. Not because
and that was in front of top 25 world players that were there.
What's his name? Chris Dohan, isn't it?
Chris Doran was Grigory Vasiljev, Radislav, Kamberov, the Bulgarian #1. A lot of world class
in the
players.
World, we have number 16, top player. And that is not the first time. You know what I mean? I will say a big thank to Brett Holt. We are community, and you look into how you can support the communities as well. Some of these communities, they don't register with Table Tennis England, of course, but they're enjoying themselves, within the community. But one way or the other, maybe they can just look into that, something of that nature. So I also recommend, let me say, appreciate Okwe Ogunleye. We've been together ages. Okay, we started as Pluso as well. You know, he's beating me anyhow somehow now because he's improving more. He play, even I can say Jima Yusuf as well. If Jima Yusuf want to play TJ, you just have a cup of tea first. You know, I say, yeah, don't worry, I'm going to deal with him. You know what? Even last 2 weeks, he came to my home. You know what I mean? That was me. Thank you for being there all the time. And this is Mr. Akin. I don't have to be quiet. I have to say this. Mr. Akin is an amazing man. We have organized more than 3 to 4 tournaments in Stratford. You know what? We're supposed to pay rent or hire a hall to play our tournament. But this man said, TJ, don't worry, don't bother, don't let any people, don't let them contribute. He has to pay for the hall, like £300 or £400. You know what I mean? He paid not only one time, more than 2-3 times now. He has done an amazing job. Thank you so much, Mr. Akin. And I said, God bless you. Okay, thank you, amazing. Okay, and there's some people who want to join this discussion or this show. I know because of network or one way or the other they couldn't join. Some are also watching us live. We'll say a big thanks to you. I still remain TJ table tennis. My session is on Saturday every 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. If you want to join any session at Dove House, where Jima Yusuf plays, is on Saturday as well from 11 o'clock to 5 p.m. is in Welling. From upper side in Stratford, every day is open. Okay, even at Akin also set up, a training session. He invited people, come and join me, and he didn't charge them. Can you imagine this? He doesn't charge them. He said, if you want to train, please come and play. He enjoys it with me, to be honest with you. So, and this together, we can make it great. You know what I mean? We can make it great. Table tennis is for everybody. It's for everybody. And the best way to move it forward, look at this show now. We are still moving it forward this way. And we have to work as a team to make it grow. Table tennis England cannot do it on their own. Brett can't do it on his own. Ogbe can't do it. Yusuf can't do it. Akin can't do it. But we have to work as a team. Who are you, by the way, you were going to do everything on your own? I think it's not possible. A tree cannot make it for it. We have to put hands together and what? And push it forward. Okay, I myself, I want my child or my children to play for England because I don't want to miss this sport. It's a sport I really enjoy. I don't know up here. I don't know. I'm not too sure about Jima Yusuf.
Why not, TJ?
I think I must appreciate Mr. Yusuf. He has really improved
a lot.
A lot. And again, I have to appreciate our coordinator, the organizer of today's meeting, Mr. TJ. Mr. TJ. He has been my partner in double every game, and he has been giving me a lot of. I mean, we really understand each other in every game we play. So even the best player cannot even defeat us. Yeah. And I have to give it to Mr. Akin that I've made a lot of. I mean, this tournament happen for us.
Yes.
We always look, I mean, get the building, I mean, the venue, and free we use it. Yeah. So, Mr. Yusuf, my respect for you, because you started beating me now. I know last time I beat you, but
you know what, Brett, we want to see you in the next tournament. Brett, please tell Yusuf and Brett, let them stop like a local champion. They need to come to your tournament. Please,
they do. Yes, they need to come and enter. Yeah.
So that is why table tennis is a very, very interesting game. Yeah, because you can win today and lose tomorrow. I also like to take this opportunity to say a very big thank you to TK for organizing this. And Mr. Okwe, wow, you talked about my improvements. I have to say thank you to you guys too. I think you made me, you're part of the people actually that made me who I am today as a player. Also, I'd like to say a very big thank you to Dove House, the management of Dove House, the church, because it's actually very incredible for them to allow us to do the opportunity. Not just allowing us to support us as well. Even we have members of the church that's also part of the whole team as well. They've been very, very supportive. Yeah. And also all the members of Dove House. We have a very close family. I think the bonding Dovers is just beyond playing table tennis now.
Yeah.
It's gone beyond that. We are more like a family. And I mean, we have been supporting each other. We're really, really very close now. So, and that's one of the benefits of the sport. Apart from playing it for fun, there's a whole lot of benefit that comes with it. And I mean, my table tennis career in UK actually started with you, TJ. And thanks so much for that. It was just one invitation. It all started with just that invitation to play at Old Kent Road. Yeah. That is where it started from, and that was years ago now, and I haven't stopped since that time. So thank you so much. Yeah.
No problem. Brett, do you have something to say? Or Akin, do you have something to say before
I need to go now. I need to go now. I hope I'm free to go now.
Yeah. We just want to round it up now. Brett, do you have something to say?
Yeah. I know the sport is about the people that you meet along your journey, you know, and the friends that you make is just incredible. It's you know, it's one of the best sports in the world. You can't get that in any other sport. Like, you know, the friendships and the people you meet, because everyone's so friendly, no matter where you play in the world. Everyone, no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, no matter if you've got money or you've not got any money, it doesn't matter. You know, when we're inside that hall and there's a table there, everyone is just so friendly, and it's just great. It's the best sport in the world. You cannot beat it for community. And you know, and that's 100%. And now we have the revival of the ping shows. You know, let's look forward to the next episode.
Hopefully. Akin, do you have something to say before we call it a day?
We are very grateful to Table Tennis England for providing a few tables around. I was in Seven Sisters and I saw some tables there that was provided by Table Tennis England. So we are grateful for all that. We had a few games there. And I also wanted to say for the table tennis community in Shepherd's Bush / White City, Westfields area, they have about 4 tables that has not yet been restored since the lockdown at the Westfields at White City. So we hope at some point in time, the Westfield management in Shepherd's Bush will restore those tables. There's about 4 lovely tables that needs to be restored that they have put in their store at the moment. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Brett Holt, thank you so much. Okwe Oguyele, thank you so much. Yusuf, Akin, Babz, Dimitris, and others. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. And hope to see you for the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, TJ. Bye.